I'm about to take my first trade of the day. I'm trading the NQ, S&P 500 NQ. Oh, sorry, I can't draw to that. This is the NQ light chart. What I'm looking here is that we are at this pivot point right here. This line right over here, we are at this pivot point. We are retesting this area again. We are in a downtrend, and I'm waiting for the indicators to start pointing down. My delta is actually melting, which is a good sign. And I'm about to enter in somewhere around here. There it is. My profit take should really be around here, but we are so close to it already. So when I'm so close to this area here, I really want to be careful with it, because it can get close to it and then shoot back up. So I'm trying to avoid that by possibly putting my stop just before this level over here. Really, it should be either here or here somewhere. This is the target area. I do put my target area a little bit below it, just in case it decides to melt down and go a little bit deeper. And you'll see me move my targets around a little bit, just in case, because it's NQ is very aggressive, watching the trades here. Again, this is still looking good, still pointing down. This still looking good. Still watching, I'm still comfortable with it. If there's any indication that things might change, I start taking profit. The reason I took profit there is because we're on this deviation right here, the second deviation. We're close to it, and usually price likes to bounce off of here and go back up, and I don't want to get stuck with it. That's why I put my stop right there, 445 for this trade right here. All right, so after that trade, I decided to go back in immediately. One of the reasons is we retested this area over here, and then we put really strong candle. The trend is still down. High probability we might hit this level. That's why I moved my stops a little bit lower. It's never really recovered, never had any bounce, so we keep on coming down. This is my delta indicator. So right now I'm just watching, making sure there's no signal or anything that tells me to get out. Everything's still good. Took my first profit there. I'm keeping an eye on this level here, because this is a very strong level, very important level. This is pivot point S2. So I might take yeah, after that sign I might just close it, which I did. $1,800. 30 minutes later, after that trade, we encountered this. You got this area over here, and then we retested it here. We retested this area again. Prior range low, level S2. I decided to go in. It actually left him behind, so I actually chase it. Not supposed to, but I still feel that we were strong enough that we will make it right here again, even though the last time we didn't make it to the S3. So that's why I was looking at it. Everything is pointing down, and this is strong meltdown, strong reaction, which is a good sign. Now this level here is a possibility to take some profit in. As you can see, I'm drawing lines. On my live channel, I explain everything that you see right here. I'm explaining it as I'm taking my trades. This is live, by the way. I'm taking one there just because this area here, a lot of people are coming in to buy to push this up, and they put the stop over here. So it's a good sign that if they hit this level somewhere around here, it's gonna melt down. But since it's not melting down, most likely might bounce back up again. Now I don't want to get stuck and lose my money. I won't lose anything because right now I'm pretty close to my stop sign. Is almost my stop sign. My stop level is break even almost. So I'm not really worried about that. This is starting to point up, which is a problem, but this is still looking good. You see in this live, this was October 1st. You know, like I said, once we break this level, I'm gonna shoot down, put my stop right there just in case it decides to go down. But I still think it's gonna down here. This this is the second deviation, this yellow line here. The second deviation of the VWAP is a very strong, good magnet for the market to go to. Right, that was it for that one. That was a good trade. All right, so my next trade comes in about 20 minutes later. I'm waiting for a strong candle to come in. We just bounce off the option. Is a good indication. We're going to try to come down to this level. The indicators are not in my favor, but the option is, and the trend is still down. I also figure it's going to be a short, a very small risk because I'm planning to enter somewhere around here and put my stop around here. It's not a big loss if it turns against me. So I'm just waiting for the right candle to go in and aim for this area over here and possibly here. But this was a really good one. This the second deviation of the VWAP seems to be going to this area here, so that's why I'm aiming at this. There's a strong candle right there that I go in. Really took one of my my targets out immediately, so that way I minimize my risk just in case it decides to come back up. Now I'm watching the market again. The risk is minimal, not really that much. Yeah, candles is starting to look up. Although the steel was down, but that was a strong candle. That's why I got out. Not bad. Cost a few $100, but hey, I'll take it. 15 minutes later after that one came this one. We retested this area over here. Now we put in a lower high up on this. We bounced it off of this level that I had over here. Here we go. Now we enter. We must stop right over here. The reason I'm only putting in one contract is because we did had a divergence over here, so I'm kind of skeptical about this area here for a second. But again, I thought one contract is good enough to give it a try. If it goes down, we have a chance to go down to this level and even lower to continue on down. So that's why I took it. Risk is really manageable. It's only one contract. One contract, every point is in NQ is $20. You have to be careful with every trade you take. $20 is a lot of money. It could be a lot of money real fast. Price here on the delta is breaking on my levels, which also means a strong sellout. This is pointing down as well. But my indicators are in my favor still. But we do have a divergence over here, so that's why I got this line right over here. Although the divergence actually kind of cancels out right here once this grows over, but I still keep the line there just to remind me that there was a divergence and to take it easy. Once I'm done with this trade, possibly remove all the lines, start a new set of lines. You're waiting for this trade to develop. I'm still confident. This is still this lines over here is about to cross over the middle line, which is good. And again, it's only one contract, so it's not really a big deal. So we put this lower high right here. That's why I moved my target. I mean my stop to that level. Because if we come back and we cross this, we pass the lower high, most likely we're gonna go up, and I don't want to take that train up. So now we're creating this a huge level here, which means possibly a sellout. That's why I added one more contract and moved my stop lower just to minimize my risk. All right, so as you can see, I took one target out and moved my stop because even though it's looking good, the problem is I'm not getting the reaction that I want in this area. Since I don't get, this is NQ, the reactions should be pretty quick. Since I'm not getting the reactions, I'm actually I'm gonna cut it quit early. What I draw there was the possibility of this retest here, retest, and then come back down. That's what I was trying to set there. Again, if you watch me live, you'll see me explaining everything. A few minutes later, I decided to go back into this trade because the indicator started they're looking down again, and this area over here seems to be doing a melt. What's happening here also, we're about to have the fast EMA crossover the slow EMA. There's a lot of people are waiting for this crossover and they trade it. I figured it was a good spot to take a short. If I get a good candle, that's a good candle coming up. Here we go. Only that one contract again because I was a little bit skeptical. So now I'm looking for a really strong reaction, especially after this crossover. Although a lot of people are selling it and the crossover hasn't happened yet, but it looks like it's going to. That's why I got in. Everything's still looking good over here. Indicators are looking down, and we have a high chance of coming over to test this area, which is the areas I was looking for since early in the morning. When I start early in the morning, I try to give my prediction where the market's going to go based on the market profile. And I put in my lines and my levels on those levels, areas that I'm interested in I'm taking profit at. This level over here, what I'm saying here is that this level over here is very important. It's right in the middle between this zone and this zone, which happens to be a lot. There seems to be a lot of levels here from prior days or weeks. That's why I have that area here, and I put down this right in the middle. There's a possibility we might test this area and bounce off and come back up. So when I get to this level, I'll be taking a look at, make sure if there is a lot of strong reaction here, I might just call it quit there. As of right now, I'm just holding. For this short to work, it needs to break through all this, which is asking a lot. That's why I only put one contract. Every time you see a level, people are putting stop just behind it. And there is a lot of levels here. There's a lot of stops and a lot of buys. Again, that's why you're seeing that. It's getting to one level and there's more buys there. So it's gonna get a little reaction. You're gonna keep getting that. But everything's still pointed down. Delta still looking good. That's why I'm still holding. The downtrend is no longer as strong as it was earlier. You can see how the lines over here are a little bit wiggly. They're not strong like this area over here. That will be really strong. This is not bad. This is pretty good. But over here, they're starting to start to be more like squiggly. That means there's a lot of hesitation. So we do have the crossover. Problem zone. It's a problem zone that this is starting to point up. At the bottom means the sellers are getting exhausted, which is actually it's moving against me right now. But I'm still counting with this crossover holding, and people still aiming for this area here. Sell blocks just came in 17. Not a lot, but that was a good candle. And this indicator is starting to reset back down. I wish it would have came down to this middle and bounced off of it, but it bounced off of the RSI, which is a good indication as well. Sometimes this indicator might bounce off the RSI as before, which is another indication we're going down again. I mean, not going down again. I'm sorry that we're not down. We're not down going down. They just put a higher low, somewhat troublesome. Higher probability, I still think it's this level, and any of these three levels are the higher probability. But I think over here we're definitely gonna hit there. This is NQ again. It was taking way too long, so I decided to take the trade out. And just a few minutes later, now we did this. We had this, which means down. In proper context, of course. But I was looking here. I see that we did the breakout. We break out here. Everything is pointed down one more time. I really do like it. Again, we're going back in again to the same level, and I'm still aiming to the same spots. Still aiming to the same spot. That's why I went in with the heavy cannons. I knew it was gonna melt. Oh, and I was waiting for this all day. I figure everybody's waiting for it all day. That's why I went in, all guns blazing. Wasn't really worried about that because this level, this is still is a huge push down. So, and like these are still in this on the seller side. So I was thinking that once we hit somewhere around this level, somewhere around here, it is going to push down really hard. I had a little hesitation there for a second, but still good. So that's why I put it back. No reason for it. Again, this is live trading, so you're gonna get nervous a little bit, especially when you put that amount of contract for. I'm waiting for that push to be coming up. Again, we're retesting this area. That's why we're getting a lot of stop. I mean, a lot of buy pressure. But once we cross somewhere around here, it should explode down, which is what I'm hoping for. Everything's still pointing down. I'm starting to get a little bit worried. Time is passing. Want quick reactions with NQ. That's why I'm trading NQ because the reactions are quick and massive, and I'm not seeing it right now. So I'm considering calling this trade out. Um, just because it's taking so long. You'll see what I mean once it decides to go down. The explosion is pretty massive. Should have moved my stop over here. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah, I decided to take some trades out because this, the movement was not what I wanted. Just a little bit too soft for an NQ. I removed some of my risk out. Feel good, but that's the reaction I was looking for. Something like that. Look at this. This is massively point. I would like to say the patience ruled the day, but I didn't have the patience for the trade. Not for NQ. You don't want to get stuck with NQ. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I want. Look at this. This area over here. That's a strong reaction. That was a mistake. I made that mistake, and I should have closed it right there. I touched the wrong. I touched the wrong button. I should have closed somewhere around here. Whatever. That's what happened. Anyway, we're still good. A few minutes later, we have this again, and we're retesting this area here. I think we're hardly gonna hit this. That this right here. We do have this yellow second deviation of the VWAP coming down strong, still pointing down. Watching this, but if I get a break there, I'm just gonna take it and aim for somewhere around here. I know it's not a lot, but every penny counts. So that's why I put one of my profit there because I thought we were gonna go. Not really risking much, so the saying goes, in for a penny, in for a pound. So this right here tells you how many contracts I have. These are the price that I got in, and this is the date and the time. I remove all the drawings and all the indicators so you can see the market a little bit better. But without my marks and my indicators, it kind of hard to understand why it's having so much hesitation here. And the reason having all this hesitation is because we have all this massive area with a lot of uh, levels there. That's why there's so much hesitation. So keeping it in context, see all this area here from here to here, there's a lot of levels. That's why there's so much hesitation. Without these levels and these markings and this zone that I drew, you'll be over here scratching your head why it's not moving. So that's why it's good to have a market profile and do your mark and do your homework every day, which I do. early in the morning, really early in the morning, I call out this area right over here as a possible location for the market to go. And it was at 11:17 that we actually hit it. Take one there, which is where I want it. And I'm gonna break even, and I'm still holding the next one just in case a nice runner decides to melt down. Now, when I move my target, my last target, if I move it way out, doesn't mean that's where I think the market's gonna go. It's just I move it because sometimes the NQ decides to melt really hard or go up really fast, and I just move in there just in case it decides to go melt down. At least I can catch most of it. If anything, I can put a stop to it later on. But that's why I move it there. Doesn't mean that's where I think it's gonna go. If anything, this my last target. I'm usually keeping an eye on the market, and I keep in my hands right there next to the quit. If I need to close it, I'll close the trade, and minimize giving money back. What I was saying there is that in the morning, I predicted we're gonna go to a prime range low, and if we pass the prime range low, we're gonna come back down to this level, which we did. That's it. That was the last trade for the day. Um, it was a good day for me anyway. So I will see you on the next trade.